Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double time.
Handicap 127 Sports presents the second running of the Piston Cup Clash at Bowman Stadium, presented by Tank Co. 18 of the previous champions, race winners, or pole winners will be going head-to-head at this quarter-mile trek called the Madhouse, where crazy stuff happens during the local race events held here under the lights in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Let's take a look at our starting grid. In row 1, Carl Reeves, the two-time pole winner and champion of 2025, with Jay McPillar, the prior champion, with a single pole win. In row 2, Cruz Ramirez with 3 pole wins, with Steve Page with a single pole win. In row 3, Bobby Swift with a single pole win, with last year's winner Colin Bargan in the 32 IHOP car. In row 4, Tim Treadless using Phil Tankson's only pole win to get in the race after Tankson's retirement, with Ed Truncan with a single pole. In row 5, Lightning McQueen with the most poles of 2025, with Daniel Suarez in the 7 Octane game car. In row 6, Jackson Storm, a prior champion, with Bubba Wheelhouse with 2 race wins. In row 7, Brandon Powercar with 3 race wins, with Conrad Canberra, a 2-time winner in 2025. In row 8, Tango Speedstar in his first clash, with teammate Master Dragon 4000, the Talladega race winner. And starting in row 9 are Chase Raceline, the 9 Vitaline car, and Cal Weathers in the 42 Dynaco car, both with a single pole win. Our weather for tonight is a cool 40 degrees Fahrenheit, with 4 mph winds from the northwest and clear skies. Here's our race analysis: 20 laps, 5 miles around the quarter-mile track, with 0 degrees of banking around the track, and payload speed is 60 miles per hour. The pace car will park in the infield grass. Meanwhile, Carl Reeves and Jay McPillar will lead the field to the green flag. Bowman Stadium has been revamped for this event. Here we go, the green flag's in the air. We're underway at the Madhouse. Again, as I said earlier, stuff will happen during this race, like if it was a local short track event. So people will go 3 wide, try to wreck someone out of nowhere, and Carl Reeves will lead the first lap here at Bowman Stadium. Alright, we're seeing side by side for third place. Bubba Wheelhouse gets turned by the number 20 of Jackson Storm. We're under the first caution of the night. And Bubba Wheelhouse didn't even hit a safer barrier when he got spun up by the number 20. We're going to have to look at it again right here. Alright, watch the number 23 in the blue car. Yeah, the dark blue car, not the 33. The 20 made contact with the number 23 and spun around, almost collected the number 7 of Daniel Suarez, but the 7 was able to stay still. Meanwhile, the 23 failed and spun out. He did not test out that safer barrier. These are manually installed because in the NASCAR Cup Series they had them last year, but we didn't have many safer barriers last year. It was just all guardrail. Here's another view of Bubba Wheelhouse's spin. Didn't even hit the safer barrier. Look at Master Dragon 4000 onboard camera. So I was scratching, and also he was going with the field to catch him up when the caution came out. He was scratching. Here's an onboard Jackson Storm to prove that he spun out the 23. There he goes. Alright, we're going to step aside since Bubba Wheelhouse and Jackson Storm bring up the first caution of the night here at Bowman Stadium. Welcome back to Winston-Salem, North Carolina for the Piston Cup Clash. Here at Bowman Stadium, we're ready to go back green next time by. The lights are off the pace car, and we have the same rules for a restart. So the first place will start on the inside or outside, and that applies for second place and so on and so forth. So Carl Reeves will restart to the bottom, Jay McPillar to the top. So it's inverted on who's going to start. Goes in first or second. Here we go to the restart zone. The green flag's back in the air here at Bowman Stadium. A great restart for Jay McPillar. Carl Reeves is trying to get the lead back in the number 4. Jay McPillar used to race with Carl Reeves when he was part-time racing. Side-by-side battle for leading lap 8, and McPillar leaded lap 8, and now we're to lap number 9. Some crazy stuff is happening behind them. We're either going 3 or 4 wide, trying to go down to the grass, but there's barely any grip in the grass. It's really cold over there. Now we're almost close to halfway to the race. Ooh, Colin Bargan trying to make a 3rd lane. Oh, trouble! Steve LePage gets turned around and made some contact with number 51. We're under the caution again here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Yeah, Steve LePage got turned. Alright, we're going to have to take a look at it. There was contact with the 32 and 34. It kind of looked like Cruz Ramirez turned to number 34, but it was but probably Colin Bargan. We're going to have to look at a different camera angle. Alright, that's the one in full speed. So we're going to have to take a look at it again. Alright, it's really hard to see with this one, so let's go with another one. From the helicopter provided by Lightyear. Oh, the 32 touched the 34's rear. Here's not worth Colin Bargan. Catching Taylor. Here's Cruz Ramirez. You can see it much closer. Just dumped the number 34 and just went back to where he was placed under the caution. Steve LePage and Colin Bargan bring up the 2nd caution of the night. Welcome back to Bowman Gray Stadium for the Piston Cup Clash. We're ready to go back green next time by for the 2nd time tonight. The lights are off the pace car, and we have the same rules as always. And what if we get to a 3rd caution here? We're gonna have to go with overtime. So if the caution comes out with the less than 5 to go, we're gonna do a green-white checker. And Bubba Wheelhouse is the fastest car in the track, as you can see on the left of the screen. FL. Anyways, green flag's back in the air here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Great start for the number 4, Jay McPillar and Carl Reeves. Both of them are going to stay side by side for the race lead. McPillar is going to drive away with 5 to go. Now with 4 laps to go here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Oh, Conrad Kemper hit the wall and collected Brandon Power Car. There's a tire mark on the left. We're going to take a look at the replay later once we're done with the race. Side by side for 2nd place. Colin Bargan and Carl Reeves. Both cars look identical because they're both Ford Mustang Dark Horses. With 3 laps to go here at Bowman Gray Stadium, Jay McPillar clocked the fastest lap in the track so far. We're going to see if that's going to change it again, because the fast lap could go to anyone right now. 2 to go. Jay McPillar is leaving a huge gap against number 86 and 32. The fast lap is going to Conrad Camber. And so far, Master Dragon 4000 isn't doing well. He's all the way in last place. We have not seen him in the camera. White flags out. Last lap here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Jay McPillar already. The great start of 2026. Down to turn 3 and turn 4 for the final time. The 2024 Fictional Piston Cup Series champion is a winner here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Congratulations to Jay McPillar for winning the 2026 Piston Cup Clash here at Bowman Gray Stadium. I apologize for sounding a bit weird because stuff happens really quickly. Here's a look at the replay of what happened with 5 or 4 laps to go. Conrad Camber might have gone into the rear of Daniel Swerves and got loose. Hit the pit exit safer barrier. Now he's the first one to test out the new safer barriers, and Brandon Power Car got into the left of the 82. Here's a ride number 40 of Brandon Power Car. A-Shay Bolus was the one that caused trouble last year here at the Madhouse. Now with Conrad Campbell and 2 other racers. Here's a look from the front straightaway roof. Here are the official results. Conrad Camber's the fastest car of the day with a lap time of 15.714 seconds, despite the late race incident. Tune in next Saturday for the AMD Radeon Duels starting at 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific to see who will be part of the 40 car field in the 2026 Florida 500. Also starting Wednesday, February 11th at 5:30 p.m. Eastern and 2:30 p.m. Pacific. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This is the Canicat 27 signing out.